Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Omisid and today we have another kind of boss face-off style video, except this time it's me versus Raccoon. Sirus sets, battle to the death, or rather just battle to see who makes more money. Now we each have 12 sets. I'm going to run all of them. I've got the passive, of course, to get the awakened gems and all that, but it's a 12v12, so the person who has the most currency at the end wins. Now, what do they win? I would say pretty much just a good pat on the back. Let's just kind of see how it goes, and we'll take it from there. But essentially, I've had really bad Sirus luck this league. I feel like I've got nothing from him, like literally nothing of value. I ran him in the beginning of the league, especially when Threads of Hope were actually worth something, and now they aren't really worth anything. So you have to make 3.6x per set of 12 to make your money back. Now, that can be one really good jewel. That could be a handful of awakened orbs. There's really a whole bunch of options here. Now, I think if I hit, at least for my set, if we hit the gloves, we'll evolve them and do all that at the end. But for the sake of this versus battle kind of thing, let's just see who can make more money. Now, again, each of us has to make 3.6x, so we'll take it from there. Anyway, let's jump right into the bossing now. Alright, everyone, we are back. Now take a look at the results here. I'm sure based on the footage you could have guessed who won, but let's just make it decisive, shall we? So looking at the results here, we'll start with Raccoon. He hit 4 helmets, or rather I hit 4 helmets on his sets, 4 gloves, 4 threads. They were variable, totals about 75c. 3 Awakener's orbs, 1 awakened chaos damage, and 1 notable rare. So the notable rare was these boots. So these Sorcerer boots, 86 Hunter, is about an Exalt, give or take. So that was a pretty good hit. I picked up a bunch of these rares, but I've kind of discounted them from the total because none of them were really worth more than like a few C, and I figured let's just take them out of the mix because they're essentially even price between the two of us. So all in all, 954 Chaos, just about 5.6 Exalts. Now let's go down to me. I hit 7 helmets. I was not happy with the amount of helmets that I hit. None of them are well rolled. I checked those. None of them are like particularly strong in terms of their roll, so nothing of value there. 4 pairs of gloves as well, and then 1 thread. My thread was well rolled though. As you can see here, it's a minus 10% small, and that's about 25C. So it's of the better side of the threads. I hit 3 orbs of dominance. So we hit 3 Awakened Orbs in the first 12 sets, and then 3 Orbs of Dominance on my 12 sets, which I would just say is fate. You know, I mean, it's just my destiny to get the better orb 3 times for every Awakened Orb. But no Awakened Orbs, actually, during my sets, which was interesting. We did hit an Awakened Cold Pen. I will say, I think these are the 2 worst Awakened gems that are available to hit. I mean, it's the 3C and 10C. I mean, come on. Like, these are pretty much like 2 of the worst gems. Or jewels, excuse me. Gems. But every other one is like much better for the most part. But total was just about 10.4x, driven almost entirely here by these Orbs of Dominance. So I'm going to have to take home the W here. You know, cue the music. We did great. We'll take it. That's a dub over Raccoon, although it really was just a competition amongst ourselves, so no big deal. Pat on the back to me. But as promised, we did hit 4 Templar gloves. These are my Templar gloves. Let's vol them and see what we can do with them. Vulnerability, okay. AoE gems. Come on, give me a third implicit. It's eating vol orbs. Come on. Ooh, this could be Pog. I'm going to leave those for a second. Let's do the next one. 2 whites, 3 whites. Vulnerability again. +1 socket gems and vulnerability. Despair and vulnerability. Okay, we'll come back. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing, right? 5% max ES. These things are just eating vol orbs. Cast speed, max ES. Bricked. Our first brick. Temp chains. Okay. White socket, nothing. Bricked. But these could still sell because they have temp chains on them. So these ones are kind of wonky, but let's take just a glance if we can. What about AoE durations? It's 7 or 8x just for those. What about vulnerability? 2x by itself, AoE 5x. Is there any with that? 40x 19 days ago, so probably not worth that. I do think these are worth holding on to, and because this isn't a Hinds of the High Templar video, I'm not going to hold myself to my standards during a classic Hinds of the High Templar video, so I might just leave this one. But this one will keep going. Okay, come on. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. We had 4 gloves and we hit this well. 15x 4 days ago. I mean, these are nuts. These have got to be good. These have got to be good. Duration and AoE. I mean, you could socket some auras in there, and these are pretty nice vol auras. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will catch you guys in the next one.